Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Morning Verses with Mike. I hope your day is starting off absolutely amazing. If you are getting up early and joining us here each day, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure and share this video on your social media. We're going to get rolling with it this morning. Oh, I got two of these on my desk. Well, I'm laughing at myself. So anyway, going to click this going over here. Good morning for those of you that are jumping in and joining live. Thank you so much. And if you're joining later, I appreciate that as well. This is an opportunity to start our day with some positivity, to share the word and share our faith. And this morning we are going to be sharing from Luke 12 verses 22 and 23. I'm doing two verses this morning. So Luke chapter 12 verses 22 and 23. You can tell I'm losing my voice a little bit this morning, but we're going to roll with it. So, Book of Luke, we are reading from the New Living Translation, Every Man's Bible. And so the Book of Luke, it reads, first off, it's a biography of Jesus with a very human touch is what the Book of Luke is about. And so, let me jump in here this morning. So, Luke 12, 22 and 23 says, Then, turning to his disciples, Jesus said, That is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food to eat or enough clothes to wear. For life is more than food and your body more than clothing. So, Jesus was talking in this verse about money and possessions. He encourages us to set aside all of our possible worries and spend time with God. You know, he's focused on the fact that many times we just need to be silent and meditate or pray in God's presence. You know, when we're praying, when we're meditating, when we're spending time like that with God, this is a sacred time for us. It allows us to prepare for the things that are going to get thrown at us. So, for example, like I like to pray usually in the morning right before this, often that everything's going to work properly, right? I pray at night before I go to bed. And so it's that conversation with God, and it's a quiet time that we know that God will prepare us for whatever is going to be thrown at us, and God will always provide. You know, this is the reminder that it's not about God providing material things. It's a reminder that God provides spiritual and emotional things to us as well. He provides spiritual and emotional needs. And one of the keys is to take consistent action. So when I'm talking about, hey, you know, we got to have that conversation. You've got to slow down and prepare for the things that are going to come at you throughout the day. You know, if you're inconsistent in your prayer, if you're inconsistent with that, and you only are praying to God when, oh my goodness, I need something, right? If you're only praying to God at certain times, it's easy to, because of the inconsistency, lose direction, and then you lose purpose, and then you question, well, where did God go? It's not that God went anywhere, it's that we lost our focus and we lost that consistency in the conversation with him. And we get wound up in our everyday patterns, in our everyday life. And so a lot of the things that we're doing in those everyday moments take the place of what we should be doing. A lot of those things, when we get wound up, we go, well, I don't have time for this right now because I'm running from sun up to sundown, and then by the time the sun goes down and the opportunity was there for us to have prayer, the opportunity was there for us to have that conversation with God, then we've lost it because we're so wiped out. We go, well, it's okay, I'll be able to pray in the morning. I'll be able to have that conversation in the morning. I'll be able to do it tomorrow. And before you know it, you've lost that opportunity, and then you may only be praying, you may be only having that conversation when all of a sudden you have that need, the material need, the money, the stuff. So just remember that when you spend time with God, he's going to maintain and restore that sense of direction, that sense of purpose for you. and he's going to make sure you're in the right place. So, have the conversation, pray, meditate, be consistent about it. I'm going to reread that verse. Sorry, I had to look for where or verses. I'm going to reread Luke chapter 12, 22 and 23. And it says, then, turning to his disciples, Jesus said, that is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food to eat or enough clothes to wear. For life is more than food, and your body is more than clothing. So, I remind you this morning that it is so important to know that you are more than just the things, the stuff, right? You are that emotional being. You are the faithful person. And I encourage you, be consistent in your worship. Because when you're consistent in your worship, you lose your worry, right? That it helps remind us to have that purpose and that connection. So that's the message for this morning. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me. I hope that it's as good a way for you to start your day as it is for me, because it's for me, it's just that constant reminder and doing this every day. I'm doing this every weekday at 6:15 a.m. I would love for you to continue to join me. Please do me a favor. I mentioned or asked at the beginning, if you'd share the video, that would be awesome. And until we speak next, I hope today is amazing for you. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.